Don't reply to applicant's affidavits. The substantiality of the sureties presented by the applicants is questionable, as they were not honest before court, and indeed their demeanor was suspicious as to how best they knew the applicants that they were standing surety for. And my lord, the deponent further averts that under 9A that Mr. Lubalwanga Charles, who was surety for A, applicant number 14, and Mr. Nasif Naja, surety for applicant number 9, are not substantial sureties. My lord, those two, they're saying are not substantial because themselves are being charged with other crimes in a different court, and they were out on bail. And we have attached a copy of the proceedings by Uganda Road Court.
The essence of a surety is to bond court that I will appear, or I will let this person, the accused person, appear as and when they are facing charges. Being a surety in itself means that, or if you are out on bond, it means that you are still a suspect. Not that there is even any law which stops a convict from standing surety. Even a convict, if they are facing their term, they can stand sureties. But by the mere fact that you attach proceedings where they are granted bail is not enough to show that they are not substantial. And
application letters from different areas in Kampala on the same date also failed to convince this court that they understood their roles as sureties and are therefore not substantial. My Lord Chairman, in the application you will note that most of the sureties, if not all of them, were from Machingi. And where you get it. And my Lord Chairman, under C, Lieutenant Area was that some sureties presented by the applicants did not only know why the applicants were in the dock.
Does it take away, do the charges take away any right of the applicants to have friends, be it political or religious? No, Mr. Chairman, and we invite court to treat it as such. Paragraph number 10, that none of the applicants showed that they have a fixed place of abode. Mr. Chairman, I will invite court and my brothers, the state, to attachment annexure number A of their affidavit in reply to the charge sheet which describes each and every applicant and their places of abode. The state cannot come and want us to respect this charge sheet in one paragraph, and in the other paragraph they are saying that they have no fixed places of abode. I can take Lieutenant Gift and my brother the state through each and every applicant. Tetujja Rashid, a mechanic, resident of Chirokole Zone, Kawempe, in Kampala district. 2, Sechitoleko, a butcherman, resident of Kate Fala, Kawempe division, Kampala, and all the other 32 are described in the charge sheet and their fixed places of abode. What does the state say that they have no fixed places of abode if they don't believe this charge sheet that they presented, which is a document, which he wants us to believe in paragraph A, but wants us to believe in paragraph 9 that they don't have a fixed place of abode? If they don't, supposing they are acquitted of the charges, is the state going to make a request to detain them in prison because they have nowhere to go? Mr. Chairman, I invite court to treat the state statements as just rumor mongering meant to ensure that the applicant's right to apply is restricted.
No. In as far as I am concerned and in as far as I know, that imposes an obligation on a surety to know what their obligations are. What the sureties are introducing themselves to court, they are saying that, my lord, as me, I know Mr. Musisi, and I guarantee and I commit myself to this court that I will have him brought back in court. Now, my lord, it would be premature for anyone to deny someone a right of liberty on the basis of that Mr. Musisi cannot be brought back in court, because the court has remedies in the instance that Mr. Musisi is not brought back to court. And the sureties are aware of that. And for you to limit that right, you must have justifications that are beyond doubt. Now, in this case, we have averments that, one, are falsehood because they are deponed by someone who was not in this court to know what they are talking about. 2, conjecture, because they have been coached by their lawyers. Now, say this is what court will accept. And that cannot be an affidavit, my lord. My lord, in general, this reply lacks in merit, but also in content, and should be ignored, because this document cannot be used to limit the right of a human being.
Use integrated, but also to be witnesses in a potential charge against leaders that are not involved in this case. And when they brought this information to our attention, we felt that it's important that we put it on record, Mr. Chairman, but also that we seek the indulgence of this court to prevail on the state not to indulge in any further actions that are not only illegal but criminal. Because if they have any discussion with the accused person, then they should allow their lawyers to be present. That is their right. So for them to start engaging them on the side in discussions of that nature, who are involved in those discussions.
Because, of course, you talked of hearsay. That one could be also an hearsay, because unless you confirm that they talked to them. But we have heard, the court have heard, and it will make a decision. Tetujja Rashid and your colleagues, your case is adjourned to 3rd April 2023 for ruling on your bail application.
Told you are supposed to disclose the source of your information. So the first prayer is that all the evidence in Mr. Musinguzi's affidavit, which pertains to what happened in court that day, should be expunged. The demeanor of witnesses, of who lied to court, it's not within his knowledge, because this did not arise when he was investigating. It's something which happened in court, and he was not in court. So unless this affidavit is deponed by one of my colleagues here, or if Mr. Musinguzi could show how he knew what transpired in court when you only participate in investigations, the rest of it can only be speculative, can only be conjecture, and we pray that court treats it as such. Kimu kubyagambye mbu bonna abaasaba tebalina tebalaga we babeera. naye nga charge sheet oba ekiwandiiko ekibavunaana wano buli muntu yenna ku 32 bayogera amaka ge gali okuva ku zooni eggombola ne district ate nga kiwandiiko kya gavumenti kaakati ate ekiwandiiko kya gavumenti lwaki akikkirizaako mu bitundu ebirala n'atabikkiriza n'agamba nti abeeyimirira yabalaba mu neeyisa yaabwe ne baali mu kooti nga baleka tebasaana naye omuntu ekyo okusalawo kwa kooti okwo ye omuntu atali mu kooti musinguzi yali mu kunoonyereza yamanya ddi abasaana n'abatasaana ayogedde mbu abamu abeeyimirira balina emisango emirala ekyo omuntu baba asingisiddwa omusango asobola okweyimirira omuntu kitegeeza nti ojja mugamba akomengawo buli n'olwekyo nze ndowooza nti kyonna kyonna ng'okyute mu bulambalamba ekisinga obukulu nti bw'oba okola affidavit okola kusinziira ku kyomanyi naye mwami musinguzi yakoze ekiwandiiko yakola kunoonyereza ku misango gy'abaleeta wano ebyali mu kooti tabimanyi n'ebigenda mu maaso tabimanyi n'olwekyo tulowooza tusabye kooti kyonna ekigobe kubanga ayogedde ku bintu ebitali mu kumanya kwe n'olwekyo tukimanyi nti ekigendererwa kye kyakulaba nga abantu tebafuluma naye katulinde tulabe okusalawo kwa kooti kujja tuwa